Hey guys, this video I'm going to be talking about the Flash Season 9, whether or not we'll see Meena Dhawan, aka Faststick, appear, and giving my full thoughts on that. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the button down below, subscribe for new, notifications on, let's get right into the video. So, we had 3 to 4-ish episodes of Meena Dhawan. I think 817 was introduced, or 818, but 819, 820, and 818 as well, we're diving deep in that character. So yeah, it was 4 episodes. 817 she got introduced at the end, but I really liked Meena Dhawan. It felt like a OG Barry type character, like what we got in season 1, season 2. But what I think made it work was that, obviously she had her own story, but also the story with Matt's Thawne and the story with Barry, and actually him being a mentor, teaching her how to use her super speed. And then it obviously all connected to the main story of the Negative Forces and Negative Speed Force, to get Thawne his full speed back and just playing Meena the entire time. It was a great story and I loved all of it. As I'm pretty sure I said in my full season 8 review. But nonetheless, I would really like to see Meena Dhawan. Let alone, I'd hope she would get her powers back. Because they made a whole suit for her. They gave her a name. It's like, are you really gonna keep her as a speedster for 2 episodes? Suited up, fighting alongside Barry. I get why they can't keep her. Because if they do, it'll probably just drag on. Because then we have to go through, like, a good while before Meena gets up to Barry's level, right? So, it could always be a thing where they bring Meena back, Barry trains her in interlude episodes, and then we see, like, Meena protecting another city. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that, or at least hearing about it. But knowing that Meena Dhawan is always there for Team Flash and Barry when they need her, I'm sure that they will at one point. They're easily going to make that call and get her back. Now, we don't know anything about the casting season 9, besides Grant, Chester, and I'm pretty sure Caitlin and Iris are 100% in it, or at least whoever Frost will be. And Joe will be in like half of season 8. Or sorry, season 9. And I don't think we know about the rest. About Allegra and Cecile, I don't think we know much about them. If they're going to be series regulars or if they're leaving in the middle of the season. Like Joe, like Cisco and, or like Carlos and Tom Cavanaugh did in season 7. Or in the beginning for Tom, in the middle for Carlos Valdez. But, nonetheless, I think Meena Dhawan would be a perfect member of Team Flash. Again, just because I really liked her story. And they can always keep it up to date with the main story. Like, we don't need a side story for Meena Dhawan. We've already gotten that, right? We know her full backstory. We know all of it. And they did it pretty well connecting it to the main story. Now what the thing is, if you bring Meena Dhawan back, how can you connect it, right? Because you can't just have Meena Dhawan being there for zero reason. So you have her coming back, we're with Team Flash. Maybe Barry connects Meena Dhawan to the positive Speed Force. He talks to Nora, and she can give Meena speed, like legitimate speed, and not, the bad kind that only lasts like 3 minutes, let alone from a positive force, not a negative one. It's cool to see. It'd be nice to see Meena actually be a speedster full time. And then we can have more of those moments of Barry being a mentor and it being the main focus, which is what I loved about season 8, was that we were getting more Barry. But at the same time, we were also getting Barry as a mentor, teaching other people how to be a hero, instead of being told how to be one, like he was the past 7 years. However, again, how that connected to the story is beyond me. I think a lot of us would like to see her back from what I've seen. A lot of people liked Meena. I think, again, she was really well done in season 8. I think there's some room for her character development as Meena Dhawan and as Fast Track if she gets her speed back. Again, what the cause would be for her to be in the episode, or episodes, or season, is, kind of beyond me. Because, we brought her back, we brought Matt Stone back, they had a relationship, obviously it was really good to see. Also redeeming Matt Stone, which is very well done. So what would they bring to Fast Track this season, or Meena Dhawan this season? It's like, what would you bring? If they do bring Meena Dhawan back and make her faster again, I do hope they update her mask. I didn't have a major problem with it, but I think what it was that in the comics, it's similar to Barry's mask, like hers is now, except it's like the top, like Kid Flash's, or like Wally's mask. Like, you can see his face, like his mouth and his eyes and his nose and that. And he has his earpieces, but you can see his hair. I think for Fast Track's suit, if they open up the top of the mask and let her hair flow, I think the suit would look like 100 times better, let alone that would be heavily comic accurate. I don't know if they did that due to when they're running, if the hair would be a problem. Maybe they looked into that. And, because her hair was kind of sort of long. It wasn't like super long, but it was, So, I'm wondering if that was a factor, or if they just randomly decided, well, not randomly, but if they just decide, hey, let's just do a full-on mask instead of just half of one of her hair out. I do think if the hair was out, though, it would be 100% comic accurate. It's like 99% right now. But it would look a lot better with the mask if the hair was out. At least to me. Because the entire suit's amazing. And you can really tell that the suit department has really done a good job of the suits this season. For both Thawne suits, whether you want to disagree or not, it's on you. But, and the new Flash suit with the gold boots, at least, that we got. And the new suit with the new emblem that we got this season as well, with all the, tech designs in it being really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing an upgraded Fast Track suit like that. So I think it could work. It's just, again, how? But we don't know much about Season 9. As I keep saying, we don't know much. Besides people that I said will be in the season, that's it. If Season 9 is the last, they will more than likely bring Fast Track back somehow. At least just Meena Dhawan somehow. I think the actress said that she's open to coming back any point, any time. So it's just really up to Eric Wallace and the writers to have that discussion with the actors and be like, do you want to come back? We have a story for you, and this is how we're going to do it. I would expect it being an early episode. Assuming she returns Season 9, it 100% be an interlude episode. Now again, Season 9, 15 episodes. Right now, it could always change. But they're not going to do an entire graphic novel where Meena is this big of a role. Unless it 100% makes sense like it did Season 8 in the last graphic novel. Which, relating to the negative Speed Force avatar, it could heavily be related to Meena Dhawan. They might call her in to, see what she felt like when she was being controlled by negative Speed Force. Even though we kind of already know that. It's just, they gotta come up with something good for Meena Dhawan to come back, is my point. It's like if they brought Cisco back, right? It has to be for a specific reason. It can't just be randomly, oh, he's coming back, for whatever. Like he did during the Godspeed arc. He came back to help fight Godspeed. And we got him shown in the Earth Prime comics, but it wasn't for, he wasn't in Central City. He was still working at Argus in Star City with Tina, aka Phantom Girl. So, you had those two things here. But if you're going to bring a character this big back, you need to have a good story. That is my point. If I'm just like to see her again, it needs to be a story. I think, like I said already twice now, I think the major thing we should be looking at is how long is Season 9? Is it the final season? And how many graphic novels are there? Are there 2 graphic novels? Are they going to try to fit in 3? If there are 2, how many interlude episodes are there? We need to figure all that out to be able to at least, say Like, okay, Meena Dhawan has a chance at appearing, right? We won't know that till probably January, to be honest. I'd be surprised if we learned that earlier. They are starting filming in September. I'm pretty sure, at least him and Lois is. Which Fudge and Lois tend to be on track with each other when filming. So, it's just like, is it going to work that way? Is it not going to? Who knows? Again, we don't know much about season 9 besides Berenice getting a main focus. Why? And that's pretty much it. So, and the casting as well. So again, it's just iffy on how we can get Meena back, if we can even get her back for a good single episode storyline or a graphic novel where it requires her to come back. If it is random, I think we'd all be okay with it, right? But there has to be a backstory to why she's there. So, you know. And I don't know what Barry would need Mina's help with. Because, you know, unless Meena, like, any project she's working on, Barry's keeping up the tabs with it. And he goes to Meena to ask about the certain project. Maybe it's involved in the case he's working. That I could see being a way to get Meena back. Just as Meena Dhawan working with Barry in the CCPD or whatever as a tech consultant like Chester and Cisco have in the past. Or for Chester now. I could see that heavily working out. Again, will it though? I do trust a little bit in the writers. But I do think that Eric Wallace knows what he wants to do, at least now for season 9. Because he has time to sit on it. It's just going to depend what happens. Is it the final season? Is it not? How many episodes will there really be? Is it 15 max? Or there's 16? It's Barry not in one? You know, and again, they could always extend it. If they extend it, I would say the chances for Meena being season 9 are more likely if there's more episodes, like up to 18 to 20 again. However, if it is the final season, if it is 15 total episodes and it's not going to change, Meena Dhawan is like a 50-50 then. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say let's get overly hyped for it. I wouldn't say let's, you know, keep our hopes up. I would say let's, on some level, hope she shows up if you really want to see her. But don't hype yourself up thinking she will return season 9 because we don't know. And if she doesn't, I would be okay with that because that would mean there was no possible way for the character to return. Now, if there's like a speedster crisis or like a new speedster in town, like if it is Cobalt Blue or Red Death, that would require Wally to come back if they can get him back. Relating to Meena, if she got super speed again, they could bring her back that way and have her fighting alongside Barry with this new speedster, alongside, you know, Nora and Bart, and assuming they get Wally back. You know, I could see that being a big case. I wouldn't mind it. Barry would be the main lead of that, obviously, because he's faster than all 3 of those other speedsters, or 4, sorry, combined, assuming Mina's getting his speed back. But I could see that being the case. At the same time, I couldn't. It just depends on the stories. What I've been saying the entire episode. Or video, sorry. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget down below, subscribe for new, notifications on. Have a good day, have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.